You're watching KTSM 9 News First at 4. Starts right now.
A man is dead, this after a stun gun was used during a struggle with El Paso police along I-10 over the weekend. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to KTSM 9 News First at 4. I'm Monica Cortez. So with the man's death, EPPD officials have now launched an internal investigation. This was the incident that blocked part of Interstate 10 for about 10 hours and had so many talking through our social media platforms. Now, 30-year-old man identified by police as Xavier Guadalupe Hernandez is dead after he tried to jump over a barrier on I-10 on Sunday morning. Police say when they arrived, Hernandez became uncooperative and resisted officers' commands. They go on to say a stun gun was then used and turned out to be ineffective. According to police, an off-duty police officer and a witness helped subdue the man. Eventually, Hernandez became unresponsive and officers had to perform CPR. Hernandez was taken to Del Sol Medical Center where he was pronounced dead. Police sent out a statement this afternoon saying in part, quote, "The El Paso Police Department understands that this situation is deeply upsetting to many in our community, and we are committed to ensure a full and transparent review of the incident," end quote. Police say the department has now started an internal review with the Crimes Against Persons Unit and an independent review with Texas Rangers as part of the standard protocol when a death occurs in connection with a police interaction. Well, let's go ahead and talk about weather right now, because a lot of you are also talking about what is our weather going to be like. So I went home for lunch during around noon. For 3 seconds, I saw those little drops coming down our windshield. So I don't know if that's the end of our rain chances or if we still have more. So let's go ahead and ask Chief Meteorologist Robert Bettis, so what can we expect?
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Are you ready for the week ahead?
I am. I'm nervous because I know you're saying a lot of changes are heading our way, but I think I'm ready.
Okay, well, let's go. KTSM is keeping a weather authority alert in place until at least 7 o'clock tonight in lieu of the potential for some heavy rainfall, strong thunder showers in the area right now. 92 degrees is the temperature at the airport. We've got a dew point at 55. Satellite radar composite. We've seen a parade of thunder showers. Many of these storms have become severe and also dumped a lot of rain. We've had numerous flash flood advisories and warnings, especially in Otero County. Now, right now in El Paso, one isolated cell has picked up right here, right near Horizon City. That's got some moderate rainfall with it. Up here in Ruidoso, the worst case scenario so far today, the heaviest rains just to the west of Ruidoso. They remain under a flash flood warning until 4 o'clock. That, of course, can filter down into town and potentially flood the Rio Ruidoso. We do have a flood advisory in effect right over Oro Grande right now, with new thunder showers forming just to the north of Las Cruces. Here's a quick look ahead. If you want to walk your dog tomorrow, well, that chance of storm actually goes down tomorrow as the temperatures go up. We'll be at a high temperature of about 98 degrees. I'm going to have your detailed forecast coming up in just a little bit. Monica.
Robert, thank you so much. Well, happening right now, flooding impacting central Texas as that area continues to reel in from the devastating floods blamed for the deaths of 129 people statewide. NBC's Ryan Chandler joins us from Kerrville with the latest.
It really is the last thing that Texas needed. Some torrential rainfall dousing this area yesterday and this morning. That is complicating the search efforts going on in Kerr County and leading to more rescue missions, more flooding across central Texas. Now more areas outside of Kerr County like San Saba, Llano, Burnett, Lampasas are seeing major flooding on top of this catastrophe that is still ongoing here in Kerrville. Search and rescue and recovery missions were postponed yesterday, fearing rising floodwaters along the Guadalupe. The river did rise a bit, but nowhere near the levels that we saw last week. Yesterday afternoon, Kerr County did clear some search and rescue teams to resume their efforts in the western part of the county. So there is some optimism there, but the numbers are just staggering, with 160 some people still missing, at least, adding to a death count of 120 some people across central Texas. So these search efforts continue, with thousands of people showing up to donate their time, money, and energy to try and find as many answers as they can for so many grieving families across Texas. In Kerr County, I'm Ryan Chandler. Back to you.
Ryan, thank you so much. And now closer to home, the people of Ruidoso may be in for another round of rain. This as they recover from the deadly flooding this week. Over the weekend, people miles away rushed in to help. A former Ruidoso resident shares just how emotional the last few days have been. Take a listen.
And it's just been really sad, like, all the fires that we pretty much have a fire almost every year, and it's been sad, and it's just emotional seeing, like people that we grew up, with, or adults that saw us grow up, like, lose everything.
Now, new this afternoon, the village of Ruidoso is reporting rapidly rising floodwaters in both the Upper Canyon area and the Brady Canyon area. Authorities, they are urging people in those areas to move to higher ground if possible, or to shelter in place on high ground. Or from flooding to wildfires, the Goose Fire is now burning northwest of Silver City and has grown hundreds of acres in 2 days and remains at 0% containment. The fire is burning 18 miles northwest of Silver City along the southern edge of the Gila Wilderness. And according to fire officials, it began last Wednesday, caused by lightning. This comes after the fire is at 711 acres. Officials say 75 firefighters are now on the scene battling this blaze. Make sure to stay up to date with the latest on this fire and the Ruidoso flooding. Just simply visit KTSM.com. All right, I want to take you outside using our TechStop cameras now. This is what we are seeing. Look at nothing. There we go. I-10 Rainer. There we go. So we are seeing smooth moving traffic. Not a lot to slow us down at this hour. Things are moving quite nicely. Well, we're still working to gather more details after 9 people were injured in a drive-by weekend shooting in Juarez. Authorities now say the shooting happened south of the city. An 8-month-old baby and a 7-year-old girl were hurt but are expected to be okay. A young woman was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Juarez authorities have not disclosed the reason for the attack or if it's still being investigated. We'll, of course, bring you the latest as we learn more. Well, in national news, a new push to boost domestic copper production. In today's Political Minute, News Nation's Blake Berman has insights on this effort.
The race to produce copper. I'm Blake Berman, host of The Hill on News Nation. President Trump pledging to impose a 50% tariff on copper imports beginning August 1st. Now, you can find copper in many everyday products, including appliances, electronics, cars, and more. About 70% of U.S. copper is produced in Arizona. And the U.S. still relies heavily on the metal. New efforts to build copper mines in the U.S. are underway. According to the Wall Street Journal, nearly 6,000 acres of land in Arizona is on track to become the first big new copper mine in this country in more than a decade. Now, last year, the U.S. accounted for 5.5% of the world's copper mining, which was slightly behind China at 9%. Chile, the Congo, and Peru led the way as well. As for other key metals, steel and aluminum are currently facing a 50% tariff rate. I'm Blake Berman, and this is the News Nation Political Minute.
Now, coming up, more than 40 ice cream producers responsible for 90% of the ice cream sold in the U.S. have pledged to remove artificial colors by the end of 2027. Coming up, what inspired this move? Then a
controversial alligator Alcatraz-style migrant detention center could be coming to a state near you as the Trump administration works to ramp up its deportation efforts. I'm Hannah Brandt in Washington. I'll have that story coming up.
This is KTSM 9 News, putting local first.
They'll be ready when the school bell rings. Shop the BOGO event at iMart Express. Get glasses, go.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, dozens of ice cream manufacturers in the United States have pledged to eliminate artificial colors from their products by the end of 2027. As we first reported to you on KTSM.com, today the International Dairy Foods Association joined Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and other national health leaders to announce the commitment to remove artificial colors. The commitment applies to products made with real milk, sold at food retails locations that include red 3, red 40, green 3, blue 1, blue 2, yellow 5, and yellow 6. Kennedy has targeted the use of artificial dyes in our food since taking the lead at Health and Human Services. We did post the story over to our social media accounts, and we really want to hear from you. What do you think about this move? Good, bad? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Here at KTSM, we value your opinion and we want to hear more from you. So make sure you're following us on all our social media platforms. And don't go anywhere because Robert has another look at your forecast coming up right after this break.
$60 or lease for $269 a month for 36 months. Learn more at Poe Toyota.
Your local weather authority, Robert Bettis, the Borderland's only certified broadcast meteorologist.
I don't trust this atmosphere tonight. Take a look at the clouds on the west side right now. Dark clouds teasing us over here. Certainly plenty of precipitable water to make brief heavy rainfall, so we want everybody on their guard tonight. KTSM is keeping a weather authority alert active until these thunder showers have passed this evening. We've seen quite a bit of action. The chance of storms actually goes down for a couple of days starting tomorrow before it revs back up on Thursday. 92 is the temperature in Las Cruces. Winds coming in 22 miles per hour, gusting to 29 miles per hour. You have dust in the area down there and a dust advisory as well, with thunder showers that are approaching. Here are the high temperatures so far today. 73 Ruidoso, 88 Alamogordo, 92 for you, Las Cruces, 93 for Juarez. Satellite radar composite, of course, the borderland, very unstable, plenty of moisture, thunder showers in the area, outflow winds ensures we'll have those random gusts and the potential for some dust to stir up with the area storms. Right now across El Paso County, we're tracking one isolated storm that's just a little bit to the east and south of Horizon City right now. You can see that rain rate coming down at about a ½ inch per hour. Not too bad. It's making its way toward I-10 as we speak. We've had a little bit of light rain north and to the east of Socorro. Up in Ruidoso, they remain under a watch up there because of the potential for these thunder showers to return. They had a flash flood warning earlier today that expired at 4 o'clock, and of course at about noon to 1 o'clock they had heavy rainfall just to the west of them, which is the worst place for the rain for Ruidoso, as that will funnel right down into the Rio Ruidoso. Las Cruces for you. Quite a few thunder showers just to your north. We've got a flood advisory posted as you're heading north on I-25 toward Albuquerque right now. And of course that dust has been the biggest factor. So we'll just stay alert for these thunder showers tonight. For a while tomorrow, the chance going down. Here are the gusts in your area. The prevailing wind tonight comes in from the east at about 5 to 20 miles per hour. Occasionally we're going to feel the winds gust up. Here comes your exclusive 9-hour forecast for tomorrow. We'll see only a slight chance of isolated area thunderstorms as our high temperature goes up to 98 degrees tomorrow afternoon. The thunder showers that cropped up today sort of suppressed the afternoon heating. Here's your allergy forecast. 9s across the board for the next 3 days in the high range. Low temperatures tonight: 65 Alamogordo, 53 Cloudcroft, 66 Deming, and 73 for Juarez. High temperatures tomorrow going to 95 Alamogordo, 97 Deming, and 99 for Juarez. One big change tomorrow: the winds change direction, coming in from the southwest at about 5 to 20 miles per hour. Las Cruces, potentially strong thunder showers for you for a while tonight, and then clearing overnight. 66 the low temperature this evening. For you tomorrow, 96. We'll see a chance of an isolated area thunderstorm, though there's a better chance for rainfall today. 73 low temperature tonight at the International Airport. We've already had quite a few thunder showers in the area. We'll keep our guard up for a few more hours tonight. And then tomorrow, 98 the high temperature, with that chance of isolated late day storms, mainly partly cloudy skies and heat for our Tuesday. Coming up in about 30 minutes, I'll have your exclusive 9-day forecast. We'll talk about a return of the triple digits. All coming up. You stay with KTSM 9 News.
lawyers.
We win big. We are Glasheen Vyas Ninderman.
Welcome back. We have more national coverage. Controversial alligator Alcatraz migrant detention centers could pop up around the country. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem says that she's in talks with 5 Republican governors to open similar facilities in their states, even as Democratic lawmakers raise concerns about the conditions. Washington, D.C. correspondent Hannah Brandt has the latest.
The Alligator Alcatraz Migrant Detention Center is up and running.
It needs to be shut down.
But as Democrats criticize the facility, the Trump administration is touting it as a major success. Alligator Alcatraz is being run by the state of Florida and funded with federal dollars. And Secretary Kristi Noem says it could be a model for new immigration detention centers, sharing she's talking to 5 governors about opening up similar facilities in their states.
I will tell you, they are all Republicans. So I would challenge some Democrats to start taking care of your states, partner with us in a way to make your communities safer.
Secretary Noem wouldn't share which state she's talking to, but she does say new facilities would be very helpful as the Trump administration works to ramp up deportation efforts.
Announcements will be coming soon. As you all know, we need to double our capacity in detention beds because we need to facilitate getting people out of this country as fast as possible.
But Alligator Alcatraz is hugely controversial. Democratic lawmakers took a tour of the facility over the weekend, and Florida Congressman Maxwell Frost says they were horrified by what they saw.
It's all a cruel stunt. Cruelty isn't just the point, it's the strategy in this.
Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz described unsafe and unsanitary conditions, including unbearable heat and bug infestations.
There are really disturbing, vile conditions, and they're abusing human beings here.
But Secretary Noem disputed that, saying the facility is held to high federal standards.
Any issues that were there have been addressed.
In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
President Donald Trump has teased a major announcement regarding the Ukraine-Russia war. Coming up in our next half hour, we have the latest developments coming straight from the White House. You're watching KTSM 9 News, first at 4.